The academic procession is now beginning. Please remain seated until all members of the procession have taken their seats. The undergraduates and graduate students are now proceeding down the aisles. Members of the alumni reunion classes of 2000, 1975, 1965, and 1964 are now entering. university faculty and rebbeim are now entering. The Yeshiva University deans, directors, senior leadership, esteemed trustees, and senior Rosh Yeshiva are now entering. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Yeshiva University Board of Trustees is now entering. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Presidential Medallion recipient, United States Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, is now entering. Ladies and gentlemen, the President and Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshiva University, Rabbi Dr. Ari Berman, is now entering. Yeshiva University's Chief Marshal, Dr. Selma Botman, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will now officially begin today's commencement exercises.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this very special day. Will everyone please rise for the singing of our national anthem and Hatikva, which will be performed by acclaimed recording artist Moshe Tichler.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming. Flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. קולות בלב ונעימה, נפש יהודי הומייה, ולפתי מזרח קדימה, עין לציון צופיה. עוד לא אבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we say Tehillim for our hostages and our soldiers and all those who are in danger. Rabbi Michael Rosenzweig, Rosh Yeshiva, and the Nathan Imperial Shumf Chair of Talmud would lead us in prayer for our loved ones.
Shir lamalos, esa einai el harim, me'ayin yavo Ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai, osei shamayim va'aretz. Al yitein lamot raglecha, al yanum shomrecha. Hinei lo yanum velo yishan, shomer Yisrael. Adonai shomrecha, Adonai tzilcha, al yad yaminecha. Yomam hashemesh al yakeka, v'yareach baloila. Adonai yishmarcha mikol ra, yishmor es nafshecha. Adonai yishmor tzeisecha uvoecha, me'ata v'ad olam.
Will everyone please be seated? Thank you. Rabbi Berman, I am pleased to inform you that the 94th annual commencement exercises of Yeshiva University are now in session. Dear graduates and honored guests, before we proceed with our celebration today, we must pause to acknowledge a profound tragedy that has occurred and touched our community and the broader world. Last evening in Washington, D.C., two remarkable young people, Yaron Lichtenstein and Sarah Milgram, were murdered in an act of senseless violence and anti-Semitic rage as they left a Jewish event at the Capitol Jewish Museum. Both were staff members at the Israeli embassy, both devoted to building bridges of understanding and peace, and both were on the cusp of a new chapter in their lives together. Yaron and Sarah met through their work at the embassy and quickly became a couple. Yaron had just purchased an engagement ring and planned to propose to Sarah next week in Jerusalem. Their lives, filled with promise and purpose, were cut short in a moment that has left all of us, all of humanity, devastated. As we mark this day of achievement for our wonderful graduates, let us remember Yaron and Sarah's dedication to peace, justice, and the values that unite us as a community. I ask you now to join me in a moment of silence for Yaron and Sarah. May their memories be a blessing, and may we rededicate our lives to the ideals for which they lived. A moment of silence, please. It is now my privilege to
מי שברך אהבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל הוא מגבול הלבנון ועד מדבר מצרים ומן הים הגדול עד לבוא הערבה ביבשה באוויר ובים הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל. הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל. הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל.
It is now my great pleasure and privilege to honor and to introduce Mr. Ira Mitzner, Chairman of the Yeshiva University Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon. As Chairman of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to welcome you to the 94th Commencement of Yeshiva University. Oops. To the class of 2025, Mazel Tov. This is your moment. And more than that, this is your mission. You graduate at a time of rising challenges, but also immense opportunity. At a time when so many universities are losing their way, Yeshiva University is standing strong, a beacon of moral clarity and academic excellence. You are not just graduates, you are ambassadors of our values, our tradition, and all that YU represents. In your hands, the light of our heritage illuminates the path to a brighter future. As we all know, we are in a worldwide battle against senseless hatred of our people. You, YU graduates, you must become the tip of the spear leading the fight on our behalf. You must and you will shoulder this monumental responsibility for our collective futures. Under the visionary leadership of Rabbi Berman, YU's expanding its reach, building new schools and centers, and investing in the next generation of trailblazers and change makers. But the true impact of YU is found in each and every one of you, our students, our alumni. You are our future. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I extend heartfelt congratulations to each of you and gratitude to all of you who made this journey possible. To our parents, grandparents, and supporters here today, we need your partnership. This year in 2025, we have this magnificent class representing Klal Yisroel. In order to make this possible, scholarship contributions from around the world helped these young men and women and we raised $50 million to see this class stand today. Thank you. We need your continued support. And here's what I'm asking of each and every one of you. Please make YU a keystone of your philanthropic plan. We have to support Israel. We have to support the yeshivot. We have to support our community. But right at the top among them, please consider YU as an important mainstay of your communal and philanthropic support. Thank you. This is a special day. As Selma Botman said, we just come to realize, even last night, exactly what we are up against. And we come to understand just what each and every one of ours responsibilities. To our graduates, Zachar, please remember your responsibility for our Jewish future. I close with these words that reflect who we are and the timeless values that unite us all. I am YU, and we are all YU.
We're the believers, chasing visions past the sky. Every step we take is history, building a future where dreams rise. We seek the truth, we seek what's right, with wisdom and fire. We took flight, guided by values, ready to rise, shaping tomorrow, reaching the prize. I am YU, the future's in my hands, with the vision, a heart that understands. Every moment we grow and shine, shaping the future, making it mine. I am YU, I am YU, I am YU, I am YU. We're the dreamers, we're the believers, chasing visions past the sky. Every step we take is history, building a future where dreams rise. We seek the truth, we seek what's right, with wisdom and fire. We take flight, guided by values, we're ready to rise, shaping tomorrow, reaching the prize. I am YU, the future's in my hands, with the vision, a heart that understands. Every moment we grow and shine, shaping the future, making it mine. I am YU, 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 I am YU.
It is now my privilege to introduce a leader who has guided Yeshiva University through a remarkable chapter, with vision, courage, and unwavering values. Under his leadership, Yeshiva University stands today as a world-class institution at the intersection of tradition and innovation, deeply rooted in Jewish values and proudly committed to Israel and to the Jewish people as we advance our sacred mission. We are truly blessed to have this extraordinary leader among us, from Washington to Jerusalem, in academia, media, and leading our university. He is a tireless warrior and thought leader of the Jewish people and our great blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Yeshiva University, Rabbi Dr. Ari Berman.
Chairman of the Board, Ira Mitzner. Members of the Board of Trustees. Esteemed Roshei Yeshiva. Dear faculty and members of the administration. Our honored guests. Our alumni. And most especially to the class of 2025, congratulations! You have done it through tireless nights and early mornings, papers and finals, struggles and triumphs. You've arrived at this milestone moment, and we are so very proud of you. At Yeshiva University, we don't just confer degrees, we cultivate destinies. We're not only a campus, we're a covenant, a sacred community, a spiritual family. And today we welcome all the families who have traveled from near and far to be with us. Devoted parents, proud grandparents, supportive siblings, cherished friends. Dear students, please rise and join me in thanking your family and friends. Okay, this sense of family is true every year. But I have to share that for me personally, this year is different. Today I stand before you not only as president and alumnus, but also as a parent. My son Benny is graduating today. And Anita and I cannot be more proud. To see him take the bold step of coming from another country and succeed in university in America is incredibly rewarding, but especially because it is YU. You see, my father, Zichrono Livracha, was in the YU class of 1962. And Benny has said that walking through the halls and classrooms is like walking in my father's footsteps, and that he can feel my father's presence. My mother, my siblings, my aunts, uncles, cousins, all graduates of Yeshiva University, and now the next generation. And this is what Yeshiva University is about, an intergenerational community of learners. And this Mesorah community started long before buildings were established in Washington Heights. Rabbi Soloveitchik of blessed memory called this Masorah community the dialogue between generations. The Rav described how when he opened the pages of the Talmud, he invited Rabbi Akiva into his classroom to convey his opinion. Soon the Rambam entered and offered his interpretation, only to be rebuffed by a pointed critique of his contemporary, the Ravid. Until Reb Chaim walked into the room, the Rav's grandfather, and rescued the Rambam. The students joined in this discussion, offering their thoughts about the Rambam's meaning and layers of ideas, one generation after the next. The symposium of the generations continued once again. In the Jewish tradition, the ultimate purpose of chinuch, of education, as explained by Rabbi Kalanimus Shapiro, the Piazetzner Rav, is to bring out to the open the potential that rests within. Each child is born in God's image and carries a distinct way of expressing that godliness. Whether one is a healer, an artist, an educator, or a scientist, a great education introduces the mysteries of the world to enable students to develop and discover the greatness within. And it does so by not cutting students off from their past, but by educating students to see their past as the roots which nourish them and empower them to grow their branches in their own distinct way, and a life filled with contribution and service, in which the fruits of real success is measured not in what you earn, but what you return, measured not in profits, but in purpose. These are our core Torah values. This is yeshiva education, which is rooted in Sinai and reaches towards redemption, empowering each of you to move our story forward, not only for the Jewish people, but for the betterment of all of humanity. In our classrooms, students see each other as fellow travelers on a path towards wisdom, and rabbis and professors are experienced as lifelong mentors. Truth is not feared, it is pursued. Yes, we are different from other universities, and proudly so. It's not just that there are no encampments here, no chance of hate, and no anti-Semitism. It's that our values are vibrant, our mission is clear, our soul is intact. Elsewhere, many institutions have lost their way. They once invited students to join the unfolding story of civilization. Now, too often, they reduce education to credentialing. Bonds are broken, morality is muted, even hate can seep in. But here, we build, we believe, we bless. My dear students, we celebrate not only what you've accomplished, but who you've become. Each of you sitting in this room. You are the seekers of truth, the builders of bridges, bearers of blessing, defenders of Israel, and vehicles of Kiddush Hashem. You spread love, God's love for the Jewish people and for all of humanity in all of your interactions, from the cubicle to the corner office, in the community, and most importantly, in your home. Everyone here loves you and is so proud of you. Binyamin, my Binyamin, memories of your laughter and smile as a boy, running through the halls of our home, have been running through my head this week. I can't believe the time has passed. I love you, and I'm so proud of the adult that you have become, driven by your core values and committed to a life of meaning and purpose. And I can tell you, my students, this is what all your parents, everyone here in this room, is thinking for you. Our children, our grandchildren, you are our hope, you are our future, we are one family. And so I close with a blessing that I first offered on January 20th, and I tailored today specifically for you. Merciful Father, your prophet Jeremiah once walked the streets of Yerushalayim and proclaimed, Baruch HaGever, Asher Yivtach BaHashem. Blessed is the one who puts their trust in God. Avinu Shebashamayim, bless our students with the bracha that is the source of all brachot, which is faith. Faith in you, and also faith in each other, and faith in themselves. Unite them around our core Torah values, Torat Emet, Torat Chesed, Torat Zion, truth, kindness, and redemption. Guide them to pair progress with purpose. Hear the cries of our hostages, whose pain we so deeply feel. Protect our soldiers and bring peace to our homeland. Stir within us the strength to rise to this moment. For while we trust in you, you trust in us, in our next generation, to be the light in the darkness, to move history forward. May we find the wisdom to help bring all of humanity to experience your love and your blessing. In the name of our fathers and mothers, grandparents and generations past, whose sacrifice and strength made this moment possible, may our students be blessed with the fulfillment of Jeremiah's promise that like a tree planted by water, they shall not cease to bear fruit. May this be thy will, and let us say, Amen.
Rabbi Berman, today we have the distinct opportunity to honor and to hear from two incredible leaders in recognition of their extraordinary service to the Jewish people, the United States of America, and all of humanity. This continues a theme for us this year of honoring extraordinary contributions to those who represent our values and live lives of service and contribution. At the Centennial Hanukkah dinner this year, we had the privilege of awarding Chela Safra, our new trustee, with an honorary doctorate for her impactful work to better the lives of the next generation through supporting and leading Jewish and educational institutions of consequence. It is my great pleasure to acknowledge her present here today. Thank you, Chela Safra. Today we have the honor of presenting a special award in recognition to a leader of the United States of America and a tireless supporter of Israel, the Jewish people, and Yeshiva University. to present Congresswoman Elise Stefanik with a Yeshiva University's highest honor, the Presidential Medallion of Global Leadership. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Elliot Gibber, Vice Chair of the Yeshiva University Board of Trustees and member of the Board of Trustees of the Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan Theological Seminary. Joining in the presentation are Mrs. Janet Ho, Mr. Philip Rosen, Mr. Henry Rosenberg, and Mrs. Chela Safra.
Rabbi Berman, it is my great privilege to be with you today to present the Honorable United States Congresswoman from the state of New York, Elise Stefanik, an outstanding friend and supporter of Yeshiva University, for the Presidential Medallion of Global Leadership.
I'm going to introduce you. Only because I need to. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. You are a voice of conviction in a time of confusion, a profile in courage when too many choose to be silent. When anti-Semitism festers on campus masked as academic freedom or free speech, you say very clearly that it does not depend on the context. That there is no context in which it can be stomached. When university leaders equivocate, you ask the hard questions. You don't flinch, you lead. Your historic questioning in Congress didn't just go viral. It sparked a national reckoning. Resignations followed, policies changed, a moral mirror was held up to America's elite institutions. You showed that one clear voice can cut through the fog, that leadership is in posturing its principle, not performance, but purpose. Since October 7th, you have stood firm for the victims, for the hostages, for Israel, for truth. You understand that neutrality in the face of evil is complicity. And because you refused to say silence, you became one of the fiercest defenders of the Jewish people in American public life today. In an era of moral relativism, your clarion call has brought clarity. You remind us that true allies do not waver with political winds, but rise with moral resolve. As the flagship Jewish university representing the Jewish people and all citizens of moral conscience throughout the world, Congresswoman, we are so deeply thankful to you. Yeshiva University's Presidential Medallion for Global Leadership was established in the spirit of the 18th century Anglo-Irish statesman and philosopher Edmund Burke's wise reflection that when bad men combine, the good must associate, else they will fall one by one. Today, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, we welcome you into the covenant of conscience, an alliance in service of our highest ideals. It is now my privilege to confer upon you the Presidential Medallion of Global Leadership. In token thereof, In token thereof, we cause to be placed upon your shoulders this visible symbol of our high regard for you. May God bless you, Congresswoman, your husband Matt, and your son Samuel. May the Lord protect you and continue to grant you the strength and wisdom to serve as a clarion call of courage and conscience in a world that so desperately needs your voice and your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating and introducing Congressman Elise Stefanik.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Maccabees. Thank you very much to Rabbi Berman, whom I had the chance to hear deliver a beautiful and moving benediction at President Trump's inauguration. Thank you to the Board of Yeshiva. I am truly honored and humbled to receive the Presidential Medallion from an institution I deeply admire. It is humbling to be associated with those recipients who have led with moral clarity, served this institution with distinction, and used their gifts to defend our most precious ally, Israel. And I am thrilled to be here with all of you graduates and your families during such a special celebration and time in your lives. A time that is, of course, juxtaposed with one of the most challenging times in the world, particularly for your generation. As we all know, the period we are in right now is not only graduation season, it's also the Omer. For anyone who didn't count yet, today is day 39. Those 49 days of counting are a somber period of reflection, commemorating the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva who were killed. And over the years, it has come to commemorate Jewish victims of many other massacres and persecutions across the world, including the Holocaust. There is so much important symbolism in this period and so many lessons for Americans and especially for the next generation of Jewish American leaders. First, you are so blessed to belong to a people that is so deeply connected and unified that it mourns its own for generations. To me, that aspect of the Omer is embodied by one who bears its name, Omer Nutra, who will never be forgotten. And as a United States Congresswoman, I have spent many hours with hostage parents and family members, including Omer's parents. I have seen how you, this next generation of leaders, advocated for him, how you fought for and advocated and mourned Hirsch Goldberg Polin, whose mother, Rachel, the strength of Rachel, we are all humbled to be with today. How you continue to fight and advocate for the remaining 58 hostages. You have been bold, you have been tenacious, you have the moral clarity to fight the just and righteous fight, to stand arm in arm, side by side, with the world in demanding the immediate release of all the hostages held by Hamas terrorists in Gaza. Every single one. And in a world today where we have seen grave depravity and atrocities against the Jewish people, the world desperately needs to hear leaders with moral clarity. After the Hamas terrorist attacks on October 7th, I heard from Jewish students, faculty members, and staff about anti-Semitic attacks engulfing American college campuses. And I was proud to lead Congress to host a hearing to hold colleges and universities accountable for their failure to protect the Jewish community. Let me ask you a question. Did you see that hearing? Yes. The world saw that hearing, and I want to take you into that moment. It was the last question of the hearing. The most junior member of the committee yielded me her remaining 3 minutes, and I had asked earlier questions in the hearing going back and forth with the president of my alma mater, Harvard, now former president, and I had struggled to get a direct answer. So in preparing the last question, which was not pre-written, I wrote it down with a pencil right before and thought to myself, how can I ask this in a straightforward, moral way to force them to answer correctly? And it was not a political question, it was a moral one. And that question was this: does calling for the genocide of Jews violate your university's code of conduct? And one after the other answered, quote, "It depends on the context." And the world heard. Let me tell you, it does not depend on the context. It does not depend on the context. Those morally bankrupt answers, and I've been in many high-profile hearings over the years, I've never witnessed the moral depravity of witnesses like I did in that hearing. In 1 week, there were over 1 billion views worldwide. It is now well into the multiple billions, and there is a reason that it is the most viewed testimony in the history of the United States Congress. And it is because it exposed the moral rot at the highest levels of these so-called elite universities. And as I said, after the resignations of university presidents, 2 down, fired, 5 down, there have been 5 that have fired, and so many to go. And you, hardworking and proud graduates, are entering into adult professional life at a time when you will meet this earthquake that this hearing set off, and you will meet this moment with moral clarity. Which brings me back to the Omer. There is a second, more celebratory lesson embodied by yet another Omer, Omer Shem Tov. Through the tireless efforts of President Trump, he was released from Gaza in March. And his return has been a beacon of hope and joy amidst so much darkness. Since then, he has been a beautiful example of Jewish tenacity and resilience. At only 23 years old, he has been traveling and speaking eloquently and passionately on behalf of the remaining 58 hostages. He is such a fitting role model for all of you, Yeshivas Maccabees, who are entering a world where Jews are under physical and ideological threat, as we just saw last night with the tragic murders in Washington, D.C. And I want to remind you, here in the United States, our founding fathers fought to create a different kind of society, one where those threats to Jews should be a figment of the past, and one can look no further than our first president, the great George Washington. Washington wrote to the Jewish community of Newport, Rhode Island in 1790. He wrote, quote, "May the children of the stock of Abraham who dwell in this land continue to merit and enjoy the goodwill of other inhabitants, while everyone shall sit safely under his own vine and fig tree, and there shall be none to make him afraid," end quote. Well, it turns out that in the America of 2025, we still have to fight to achieve this ideal, and fight we will. And while these challenges we face together as Americans are significant, so too are the opportunities. As you go forward, carry with you the values that have guided this great institution at YU and the ideals that are the foundation of our nation. Not only accept the responsibilities, but the moral obligations that come with membership in this grand American experiment in our constitutional republic. So class of 2025, you have had a richer and deeper experience than most college students over the last 4 years because you chose this special university to attend. I ask you to use this education you received here at Yeshiva, along with the unbreakable traditions and faith that you have learned in your homes, and join me in the fight to restore our country to a place of light, of moral clarity, and liberty and dignity enshrined in our Constitution. Among you are the future leaders of the American Jewish community, of industry, of academia, of culture, and of politics. May you internalize these lessons and choose to fight the right fights with the tenacity, determination, and fearlessness of the Maccabees. May Hashem bless the work of your hands. May He illuminate your path, and may He grant you the strength to be proud Jews and compassionate citizens in our greatest country in the world. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next honoree and this year's commencement speaker, Mrs. Rachel Goldberg-Pollen, will be presented for an honorary degree by Mr. Michael Katz, Vice Chairman of the Yeshiva University Board of Trustees. Joining in the awarding ceremony are Mr. Jonathan Pollan, Mrs. Sherry Osher, and Mrs. Anita Zucker.
President Berman, it is my great privilege to be with you today to present Mrs. Rachel Goldberg-Pollan, an extraordinary leader who represents faith, courage, and resilience for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Stand behind us. John, you wanted this room right there? Rachel, please stand right here. Rachel, you are a beacon of courage, hope, and brightness in Israel and around the world. Your powerful presence has defended us as a people and Israel as a democracy. You have singularly educated global leaders and emissaries of faith by virtue of your pure compassion and fierce commitment to justice, to Hirsch, and to every hostage still trapped in Gaza. More broadly, in our hearts, Rachel, you are the neshama, you represent the soul of the Jewish people. A soul that grieves and dreams, that fights and forgives, that breaks and builds again. A soul that speaks not with volume, but with moral clarity. Every word you say is a treasure, not only due to its eloquence, but because it emerges from your heart of love of God, of love of your nation, of love of all of humanity. Your faith is a lesson for us all. You have helped us understand how to love our children and all children with the tenderness and tenacity and a sense of sacred responsibility. Today, our students are not only here to receive a degree, they're here to receive a master class, Rachel, in the art of living vulnerably, strongly, and with quiet courage. You and John have helped us all understand that at all times, even times of immense heartache, we must believe that redemption can happen keharif ayin, in the blink of an eye. But you urge us not to just wait for it, but to make it happen using every ounce of human agency we could muster. You called upon us to join you as you limp towards the light. It is your light, Rachel, that has inspired us. Today, our students recommit to joining you on this journey, each in their own distinct way, each with their own light, knowing that by walking together, we strengthen each other. And together we add brightness in times of darkness, and collectively we will bring the world closer to its ultimate destination of redemption. It would have been very understandable if you and John decided to step away from the public lights, especially this past year, in your grief and sorrow. And the way you have brought us into your heart has changed us and elevated us forever. In Hirsch's memory, with our deepest respect and our most profound gratitude for your voice, we are humbled to be here with you, and it is my honor to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. In token thereof, I cause to be placed on your shoulders this visible symbol of our high regard for you. And I hand you this diploma, and I pledge our hearts and lives to joining and helping our students helping lead this journey to bring that light. It is now my honor to call upon Dr. Rachel Poland Goldberg to deliver the commencement address. Congratulations. Thank you.
Rabbi Berman, I'm so humbled and grateful and thankful. It's the essence of being Jewish, right? The shoresh of being a Jew, the root, is being thankful. And I thank all of you. I must say, like all of us, my heart and soul are with Sarah and Yaron's families today. Min hashamayim tanchumim. They did everything right. Graduates, when I was 7 years old, I was at the playground on the seesaw. The girl across from me, who shall remain nameless, because Lashon Hara lo medaber alai, suddenly stood up on her seat, and I was suspended high in the sky on my side. If my memory serves me correctly, it was about 100 feet up in the air. I timidly said to her, "Sit back down, I'm scared." And she went to sit down, but she accidentally tumbled backwards plummeting me into the ground and my face into the handlebar in front of me. It knocked out one of my front teeth and curtailed any future aspirations of me becoming a nose model. Thankfully, it was only a baby tooth. I have thought about that experience throughout my life when I try to remember how challenging but important it is not to stand on the ends nor go to extremes. It was not for naught that our brilliant teacher Rambam instructed us to seek the golden mean, the middle, the balance. Staying in that center and not edging out to the extreme ends is what keeps us all agile and questioning, seeking and thinking. It keeps us on our toes. The temptation, of course, is to be black or white, on, off, left, right, early, late, up, down, empty, full, all or nothing, because then no introspection is needed. Contemplating, grappling, reasoning, not necessary. The salty, tasty extreme is comforting. It's fun. And sometimes it even feels righteous. But Rambam implores us to push to that tricky but revered middle. The wait a minute, the how can it be so, the havamina, the if, the but, the why. Rav Kook also alludes to this pushing in letter 89 in Igros HaRav Kook when he discusses when a halachic psak appears to contradict our moral sense. That tension indicates that we have misunderstood the halacha because the Torah's paths are paved with mercy, with peace, with kindness. So true halacha reflects moral divinity. So if it doesn't make sense, we should listen to our friend Ben Bagbag in Pirkei Avos. Keep turning it and turning it, unwind it, untangle it, get lost in our Masores. Everything is in there. Embrace the struggle. Don't run from it. Graduates, you wise, passionate, brave, intentional young people. First, thank you. Thank you for being with us and with all the hostage families from day one. You never stopped and said, hey, they don't look like us. They don't have our exact shita. They don't have our exact hashkafa. Their shul does things differently than our shul. No. You looked at what connects us. You said, your agony is my agony. Your pain is my pain. Your son is my mother's son. And so your son is my brother. Like Ruth in the Megillah that we will read next week, you said, I will not leave you even after your son died. I bind myself to you. Your fate is my fate. Yeshiva University graduates and students, you administered spiritual CPR on us and all the hostage families. You showed up and you keep showing up. You did and you keep doing. So when I say thank you, it feels so inadequate and lacking and meager, when what I feel for you is flooding gratitude, love, and commonality. And I don't care if we look different. Al tistakel b'kankan. We are one. We in Israel are as at a crossroads. We are bruised and battle-weary, not just from the outside in, but from our inside rifts. That is beyond dangerous, and it cannot be an option. One of the most critical things to do when anyone is lost is stop and own that we have made a mistake and that we are lost. Now, I know that is particularly hard for some men, especially while driving. This has been eased, thank God, with the invention of Waze and Google Maps. There is a fable by the ancient Greek storyteller Aesop about a father who had many sons. They were all different and they didn't get along. The father calls them together and has in his arms a bundle of sticks that are bound by a simple rope. He hands the bundle to the first son and asks him to break it in half without untying the rope. The son cannot do it, and so the father passes it to the next son, who also fails to be able to break that bundle in half. And so it goes. With each consecutive son, no one succeeds. Then the father unties the bundle and hands just one stick to each son and asks him to break it. Each son breaks his lone stick with ease. The father then explains the obvious. When bound together, the sticks are unbreakable, impenetrable. Even if the sticks are all different, from different trees, different lengths, textures, diameters. If some sticks wait 3 hours after eating meat and some sticks wait 6. And the Dutch stick waits a measly 1 hour. The only option is together. Be different, have variety, disparate voices, opposite opinions, but one. Yes, it's hard, annoying, demanding, and sometimes infuriating, but you all have the seichel and the tenacity to make that work. As you graduates dive into the world outside of the exalted walls of Yeshiva University's framework, remember, you are obligated to find what binds you. What binds you with each other, what binds you with your fellow Jews, what binds you with your fellow human beings. And lastly, something that I have learned during this bulky, circuitous, and celestial challenge that my family has been handed. We people, we are not what we say. We are not what we think. And we are not even what we believe. In this life, we are what we do. So go do, you shining lights of wonder. Go be our North Stars. Go be our beacons. Go be our hope. There is a whole world out there awaiting your arrival. So go, you beautiful people. Go and do.
Thank you so much, Rachel. If we could ask Rachel and John to come to the podium, we have a special presentation. I could ask Dr. Erica Brown, a good friend of Rachel and John, and our Vice Provost of Values and Leadership to please join us as well. John and Rachel, you spoke to our students in April of 2024 and helped us get to know Hirsch. His gentleness, his love and respect for family, his love of travel, his laugh, and his aspirations. To honor Hirsch's memory, Yeshiva University has created the Or Shel Hirsch Award. This award serves as a living memorial to Hirsch, whose pure soul, boundless love, and unwavering hope lit the lives of all who knew him. Even in the face of darkness, Hirsch chose connection over division, compassion over fear, and love over despair. This award will be bestowed to 2 graduating students each year to honor those who, like Hirsch, bring people together, see the good in others, and shine light through acts of kindness, courage, and enduring faith in humanity. Throughout their lives, these students will carry Hirsch's name and Hirsch's inspiration to live with love, laughter, and caring. I am pleased to introduce and announce the inaugural recipients of the Or Shel Hirsch Award, 2 of our amazing students, Lior Morgenstern and Betsy Klarfeld. Thank you.
They tell me that I'm holding on to something that is long gone, long gone. I look into the future, I know time will prove them all wrong, all wrong. Don't need a seal by my side to know I'm not alone. I look up to the sky and tell the eagles take me home. They say forget about this dream you're dreaming, I will hold on, I'll hold on. I will keep holding tight, I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and I don't care how long, yeah. I will hold on, I will hold on. I need my me, no. It's hard to see you in this darkness, but I know that you're here. And you hear me calling your name. I tell you now you're layering. When will this pain disappear? You'll appear and all this will change. Cause all the weak and broken hearted will have strength to stand. We look back at the place we started and we'll understand. We'll raise a glass up to the heaven filled with all of our tears. Say cheers. I will keep holding tight, I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and holding tight, but can you please come soon? It's been a long, long night. Hashem, we need you more than ever. We can use some light. I will hold on, I will hold on. אף על פי שישמח עם כל זה אחכה לו בכל יום שיבוא. The only thing that I know is I will never lose hope. I will never let go. Everybody sing. I will keep holding. I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and I don't care how long. Yeah, I will hold on. I will hold on. I found peace. שישמח עם כל זה אחכה לו. You'll take us home. You'll take us home. Yeah, I will hold on. I will hold on. אני מאמין. I will keep holding. I believe and I don't care how long, yeah. I found peace, שישמח עם כל זה אחכה לו. You'll take us home, you'll take us home, yeah. I will hold on, I will hold on. אני מאמין. עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. בקרוב תזרח השמש, בין הימים יפים מאלה, הלב נלחם בדאגות. כולם יחזרו הביתה, נרקה להם למטה, הלוואי נדע בשורות טובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא יפחד, אפילו כשקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, ובחן פה לא בודד, שישרפו המלחמות. Everybody sing! עם ישראל. אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים, עם ישראל. אוי, נקבע להיות בירידות כבשות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, אז מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה, תעשה שלום בינינו, שמוע ילדינו, כי לא עבדה אמונה. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. כולם יחזרו הביתה, נרקה להם למטה, הלוואי נדע בשורות טובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא נפחד, אפילו כשקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, ובחן פה לא בודד, שישרפו המלחמות. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, נקבע להיות בירידות כבשות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, אז מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה, תעשה שלום בינינו, שמוע ילדינו, כי לא עבדה אמונה. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי, ותמיד יהיה, everybody sing it, וילך ועוד יותר טוב, ועוד יותר טוב, ועוד יותר טוב, ועוד יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לי רע, ויהיה לי עוד יותר טוב, ועוד 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 יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב, והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק, ויהיה לי עוד יותר טוב, ועוד 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 יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לי רק, ויהיה לי עוד יותר טוב, ועוד 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 יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. דידי די דידי די די לילה יא 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 דידי די לילה לילה. It's geschmack to be your yet, geschmack to be your yet. Diddy die line, diddy die, diddy die, diddy line. Oh hoy, oh hoy, yo yo yo. It's geschmack to be your yet, geschmack to be your yet. Diddy die line, diddy die, diddy die, diddy line. Ay 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 ay, oh yo in the dam. Ay 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 yo yo. Ay ay ay, diddy die, ay diddy diddy die, ay diddy la la la. Diddy die la la, my ay diddy die la diddy la la la. Diddy die diddy die ya, diddy die ay diddy die la diddy la la la. Ay ay ay, diddy la la ay ay diddy la, diddy die ya, diddy la, diddy die ya diddy die la diddy la la la. Hey ah ha ha ha, hey oi oi oi, it's geschmack to be your yeah, geschmack to be your yeah. Hey diddy die line, diddy die, diddy die, diddy la la. Oh hoi, oh hoi, oi oi oi, it's geschmack to be your yeah, geschmack to be your yeah. Hey diddy die line, diddy die, diddy die, diddy la la. Diddy la, diddy die, ay diddy. Ay ay ay, diddy die, ay 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 ay, yo yo diddy die la diddy la la. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו, חנשמנו, חנשמנו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו, חנשמנו, חנשמנו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו ימינו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו ימינו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו, חנשמנו, חנשמנו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו ימינו כי קדם. ישיבנו השם אליך, השם אליך ונשובה, חנשמנו ימינו כי
Please find your seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Erica Brown, Vice Provost for Values and Leadership and Director of the Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs Herenstein Center for Values and Leadership.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. Graduates, please find your seats. Od Yoter Tov. To be Jewish is to carry a broken heart and a heart filled with love at the same time. It's to cry and to dance. Our hearts are filled with love as we look out on the class of 2025. And also, as we look out at 70,000 of our Yeshiva University alum who are making an impact across this beautiful world. Through their actions, their caring, their values, our alumni proclaim, I am YU. We are very fortunate to have many of them here with us today, including members of the classes of 2000, 1975, 1965, and 1964, who are here in celebration of their 25th, 50th, 60th, and 61st reunions. Would all members of these classes please stand up and be recognized today? Graduates, look how much you have to look forward to. Now, we'd like to ask, including on this stage, all Yeshiva University alumni who are present in the stadium today to please stand up and be counted as we can celebrate you today. We are Yeshiva University.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shoshana Schechter, Associate Dean of Torah and Spiritual Life at Stern College for Women.
I am Yeshiva University too. So proud. This graduation doesn't happen anywhere else. To our incredible students, my incredible Talmidot, and I guess the Talmidim also. We are here to celebrate the end of one part of your journeys. But as we just witnessed, There are still so many chapters to be written in your lives as members of the Yeshiva University family. We are blessed and grateful to be here with you today, to watch you take the next step forward. Savor this time, and remember also that special time not long ago, for some longer than others, when you first began your YU journey.
Dear freshman Ellie. לליאור בשנה הראשונה.
Dear past Sahar.
Dear freshman Sam. I know right now it seems like, wow, it's your first day at YU, but it's gonna go by in the blink of an eye.
Dear freshman Lisa, all of those 9 a.m. classes are going to be worth it. You'll cry, you'll laugh, and you'll struggle, but in the end, you're gonna grow more than you have ever expected.
Take your time getting to know people here. Like they say, your net worth is your network.
Dear Michelle, I know that coming to a new country will be intimidating and you're gonna be scared, but believe me that these 4 years will be amazing for you. You're gonna meet so many people from different countries with different traditions, and here you can be whatever you want.
In YU, there are so many different kinds of people, and just because you come from one place or one school or one background, you can be friends with everyone, and you will be friends with everyone.
Dear me 4 years ago. I can't believe you're starting YU. It's gonna be scary, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be enlightening, but most of all, you're gonna grow and you're gonna learn so much about yourself. Meet new people. You're gonna meet people from all these different countries that you've never been to, and you don't have to fly there or anything, you just have to walk one flight. So make sure to just socialize and don't just stay confined to your dorm room.
Stay in for Shabbos because you're going to have many opportunities to meet different people outside of the classroom without the distraction of phones and computers and schoolwork and things like that. Shabbos is a time that you can spend meeting other people and having real one-on-one connections.
Create the AMC Club faster. It's just something that everyone talks about 4 years later. It's the biggest club on campus. You'll be surprised how many people you meet because of it, how many faculty members know you for it, how many deans think of you because of it.
Dear Younger Bar, take advantage of the Broadway Club and go to all the Broadway shows that you can go to. Be open to making friends that are not in your classes because you never know who you're gonna meet. And if you need a place to study and the library is packed, Cy Sim's 5th floor has really good study rooms.
Make sure you don't miss studying in the Beit Midrash because it's so cozy and so calm, and you'll meet the best girls there.
Your CAF card, it works across the street at Tiberius. So if you're ever feeling stressed, get yourself a crepe.
Dear past Sam, be sure to spend a lot of time in the library on the 3rd floor, right by the literature section. So when you find a PN or PS or PT on the books, you're in the right spot.
Make sure you go to all of the Shabbatons, especially the Teaneck Shabbaton, the Sephardic Shabbaton, and also if there's a Latinada Shabbaton, you should also make sure to go.
Dear past Dylan, make sure you meet Rabbi Schippel, take all the advice he gives. He's a very wise man. He gives you great guidelines for everything you have to go through in life.
When you first start Stern, you're gonna have a lot of issues navigating where you stand religiously. And Ellie Fine is going to be that person for you. She's gonna understand you in ways that you didn't realize people can understand you.
Talk to Dr. Rabinovich as soon as you can. She has so much advice to give you and so much wisdom to share.
Take Professor Finkel as much as you can.
Take Professor Trimboli.
Professor Stewart, Professor Shanafelt, Professor Trimboli, Professor Levinsky.
Get to know Rav Rofe. He is instrumental in creating your religious growth and introspection.
The Rebbeim here are world-renowned. They care for you more than just, oh, you paid tuition. They're there and they care for your soul. They care for you as a human being.
Take advantage of all the shiurim given on campus. They're truly inspiring, and you never know when you're gonna learn something that's gonna change your life.
Get ready for the best 4 years of your life.
Get ready for the experience of a lifetime.
Stern will be the place that you'll meet your best friends.
3 words, take the stairs.
I'm so excited for you to start at YU. It's gonna be such an incredible journey.
You're about to start the best 4 years of your life in the coolest city of the world. Andiamo.
תאמיני לי, ב4 שנים האלו את כל כך הולכת להתפתח ולגדול, והם הולכים להיות השנים הכי טובים בחייך.
Always remember, מי שמתבייש, מתייבש. Meet everyone.
It's impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Be open to new ideas, be open to new experiences. They'll change you for the better.
It's gonna be a journey, but trust me when I say that the ending was worth it.
Members of the class of 2025, we have reached the most exciting point in the program for you when we celebrate the culmination of your time at Yeshiva University as students at this university, and we will confer upon you your hard-earned degrees. And now we begin with our affiliates and our graduate schools, which continue to set the standard of advanced research and education.
Let's make this quick. Your future is waiting. We build the future. We launch ideas that lead. We change lives with empathy. We change minds and systems. We interpret the past to shape the future. We educate with heart and depth. We defend truth, change law, drive justice. We research, we educate. We save lives. We teach, we inspire. We heal, we guide. YU graduate students don't just study. We lead, build, change, challenge, interpret, defend. We connect. We rise.
We begin with the Rabbi Isaac Elchanan Theological Seminary. Please welcome Rabbi Aryeh Leibowitz, Abraham Arbisfeld, Torah Dean and Rosh Yeshiva of Rietz.
The Rabbi Isaac Elchanan Theological Seminary combines the highest level of Torah study with cutting-edge training for the rabbinate. This past spring, we celebrated 150 musmachim as they received their smicha at our Chag HaSmicha convocation. We are so proud of their accomplishments in their holy service of Hashem and His beloved children, Klal Yisrael.
The Albert Einstein College of Medicine, the affiliated medical school of Yeshiva University, is represented here today by Dean Yaron Tomer and Executive Dean Edward Burns. The Albert Einstein College of Medicine conferred their degrees on May 21st, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, graduate candidates from our graduate schools and programs will now be presented for degrees by their school's dean. Afterwards, our undergraduates will be presented by the deans of Yeshiva's undergraduate schools, and then President Berman will confer the degrees for all students with one proclamation. The candidates for Azrieli Graduate School of Jewish Education and Administration will be presented by the dean, Rabbi Dr. Michael Berger.
President Berman, I have the honor of presenting 35 candidates for the degree of Master of Science and 9 for Doctor of Education. Outstanding educators prepared to build and inspire the next generation of Torah-infused, committed Jews like yourselves. Your program contains the names of the candidates and graduates. I respectfully request that these degrees be conferred upon them.
Benjamin N. Cordozo School of Law candidates will be presented by Dean Melanie Leslie.
President Berman,
I have the honor to announce that 305 men and women have completed the required course of study for the degree of Juris Doctor. 83 have completed the requirements for the Master of Laws, and 12 have earned a certificate in dispute resolution at the Benjamin N. Cardozo School of Law. Your program contains the names of the candidates. It is with great pride that I ask you to confer upon them their degrees.
Bernard Revel Graduate School of Jewish Studies candidates will be presented by Dean Daniel Reinhold.
President Berman, I have the honor and pleasure of presenting 16 candidates for the degree of Master of Arts at Bernard Revel Graduate School of Jewish Studies. Your program contains the names of the graduates. President Berman, I respectfully request these degrees be conferred.
Fairclough Graduate School of Psychology candidates will be presented by Dean Leslie Halpern.
President Berman, I have the honor of presenting to you the men and women from the Fairclough Graduate School of Psychology who are graduates for the following degrees: 39 for the Master of Arts degree, 39 for the Masters of Science degree, 48 for the Doctor of Psychology degree, and 17 for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Their names are listed in your program.
Candidates from Wurzweiler School of Social Work will be presented by the Dorothy and David Shachny Dean, Randy Megan.
President Berman, it's my great pleasure to share that 352 men and women have completed the requisite course of study for the degree of Master of Social Work, 7 for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, 14 for the degree of Doctor of Social Work, 12 for a certificate in Gerontology and Palliative Care Practice, 6 for a certificate in social work, school social work practice, 7 for a certificate in Creative Arts and Healing, and 13 for the certificate in Trauma-Informed Practice, all at our Wurzweiler School of Social Work. More will receive their degree through the block education plan later this summer in Israel. I respectfully request that these degrees be conferred upon them.
Cy Sims School of Business candidates will be presented by Interim Dean Michael Strauss.
President Berman, I have the honor of presenting to you 36 men and women for the Master of Business Administration degree. Their names are all listed in your program. As they have completed all requirements and have been approved by our faculty, I respectfully request that you confer degrees upon them. Thank you.
Candidates from the Katz School of Science and Health will be presented by Vice Provost and Dean Paul Russo.
President Berman, I'm pleased to present 487 incredibly smart and hardworking men and women for their master's and doctoral degrees, 342 in STEM and 125 in the health sciences. They've been heads down, buried in their studies, doing research, serving communities, doing the good work that scientists, technologists, and clinicians do to make the world smarter, safer, and healthier. These candidates have completed the requirements for their degrees and been approved for graduation by the faculty. They bring their values to life every day. I ask that you award their degrees.
Graduate Program in Advanced Talmudic Studies candidates, as well as Holocaust and Genocide Studies candidates, will be presented by Dr. Rebecca Sipis, the Mordecai D. Katz and Dr. Monique C. Katz, Dean of the Undergraduate Faculty of Arts and Sciences at Yeshiva University.
President Berman, I'm honored to introduce the 3 candidates who have completed the requisite course of study for the degree of Master of Arts in Biblical and Talmudic Interpretation and are prepared to receive their degrees. I'm also honored to inform you that 12 men and women have completed the requirements for the degree of Master of Arts in Holocaust and Genocide Studies in affiliation with the Emil A. and Jenny Fish Center for Holocaust and Genocide Studies. These students have earned the approbation of the faculty, and I respectfully request that their degrees be conferred upon them.
Thank you to the leadership of our graduate schools and programs. Ladies and gentlemen, our undergraduate candidates will now be presented by their respective deans. Cy Sims School of Business candidates will be presented by Interim Dean Michael Strauss.
President Berman, this year, 272 amazing new graduates of the Cy Sims School of Business are fully prepared to excel as Torah-grounded professionals in the workplace and in the community. I have the honor to present to you 189 men and 83 women who have completed the required course of study for our Bachelor of Science degree. They have earned the approbation of the faculty, and I respectfully request that these degrees be confirmed on them.
Stern College for Women and Yeshiva College candidates will be presented by the Mordecai D. Katz and Dr. Monique C. Katz, Dean of the Undergraduate Faculty of Arts and Sciences of Yeshiva University, Dr. Rebecca Sipis.
President Berman, I'm pleased to inform you that at Stern College, 227 incredible women have successfully completed the curriculum for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, and 306 have completed a course of study leading to Associate in Arts degree. I'm also pleased to inform you that at Yeshiva College, 155 outstanding men have successfully completed the curriculum for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, and 18 have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Candidates from the James Stryer School, Isaac Royer College of Hebraic Studies, Mazer School of Talmudic Studies, and the Irving I. Stone Beit Midrash program will be presented by the Dean of Undergraduate Torah Studies, Rabbi Dr. Yosef Kalinsky.
President Berman, I have the honor of informing you that 361 of our undergraduate B'nai Torah who have immersed themselves in the daily study of Torah in one of our 4 Torah studies programs at the James Stryer School, the Isaac Royer College, the Mazer School of Talmudic Studies, and the Irving I. Stone Beit Midrash program, who each embody our values, have completed the required course of study for the Associates in Arts degree. All have earned the approbation of the faculty, and I respectfully request that you award them degrees and diplomas.
Candidates for the Mordecai and Monique Katz Associate Degree programs will be presented by Dr. Karen Bacon, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs.
President Berman, I am pleased to inform you that 7 men have successfully completed the curriculum for the degree of Associate of Science, and 2 have achieved the degree of Associate of Arts, while 4 women have achieved an Associate of Arts degree. On behalf of the faculty, I respectfully request that you award these degrees.
My heartfelt thanks to each of our academic deans. Truly, their leadership has uplifted and raised our institution. My profound gratitude to my senior leadership team, who are sitting here as well, our vice presidents, whose loyal dedication and commitment holds us strong. To all of our outstanding educators, your faculty, our rabbis, who have dedicated themselves to preparing our students for this moment. And now, members of the class of 2025, will you please rise from your seats? We have reached this moment that we've all been waiting for and you have been working for. My dear students, you have successfully completed the requirements for diplomas and degrees as prescribed by the faculty of the graduate and undergraduate schools of Yeshiva University. By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Yeshiva University, I hereby award you your diplomas and confer upon you the respective degrees with all the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations!
Thank you, President Berman. Members of the class of 2025, as our marshals, you may sit. As our marshals make final preparations before welcoming you to the stage to receive your diplomas, please turn your attention to the video screens for a special presentation highlighting your class valedictorians as we celebrate the accomplishments of your class along its journey to this day.
My name is Ezra Wallach.
My name is Libby Levine.
My name is Jake Resnick.
Raphael Silberger.
Akiva Prager.
Emily Rose Goldberg.
Josh Asaraf.
Isaac Silverman.
My name is Eliza Walsman. I'm the valedictorian of Cy Sims School of Business.
I am the valedictorian of Yeshiva College.
Stern College for Women.
Cy Sims School of Business.
Being named valedictorian is definitely a little bit overwhelming. It's a tremendous honor.
What being selected as valedictorian means to me is to not only have an honor and a privilege, but a responsibility. It is my duty to go into the workplace, wherever that be, and to represent what it means to be an Orthodox Jew in a secular workplace.
Coming from the suburbs to New York City was definitely exciting for sure. Being an art major is really cool to learn things in class and then actually go and live them in real life and get to study. Like I got to see the architecture of New York City or go to the Met, and all the pieces I've been learning about in class were right there in front of me.
A highlight for me at YU was definitely the Athletes for Israel sponsored trip with the Yeshiva University Maccabees. It was a solidarity mission in which we got to visit the October 7th sites, give back to Israel, and even host a game with 2,000 fans in Tel Aviv.
I lived in Brookdale all 3 years that I've been on campus. Dorming has been a highlight of my Stern experience.
Yeshiva University has really shaped the person that I'm going to be in the future because of the things that I've found here. For example, my friends are going to be my lifelong friends.
My friends have truly shaped my journey here at Stern.
My first semester in Yeshiva University, I took a class with Dr. Moses Pava called Business as a Human Enterprise. And the first half of the semester focused on one book, Professor Joseph Badaracco's book, Defining Moments, in which a person is plagued between choosing between one big value and another big value and has a defining moment on which one to choose. And I was thinking, what am I supposed to do with my life? Should I go down a path and a profession that may not lead me to Eretz Yisrael? Or should I do something that aligns with me and allows me to make Aliyah, a value that is one of the core values of this institution that I've attended for the last 4 years? And that's the one I chose.
After I graduate from YU, I'm going to be making Aliyah, and then I'm going to be drafting to the IDF.
After graduation, I'll be working as an audit associate at KPMG.
After graduation in May, I plan to learn in GPATS for next year and then go to medical school the following year.
After graduation, I plan on starting a full-time job at Deloitte as an audit analyst analytics specialist.
One of the most important extracurriculars that I participated in was research in bioinformatics in cancer biology. I did that with Dr. Ritashri Maitra in her laboratory. I was able to publish 5 papers, as well as go to the American Association of Cancer Research Conference and make so many great connections that really helped me move forward in my pursuit of medicine, my pursuit of biology, and pursuing research further in my future career.
Something that I took away from my years here is that even if you come in like a small fish, you can always become a big fish. You just have to push yourself a little bit.
What I plan to bring forward to my future endeavors from Yeshiva University is 2 things: the yeshiva and the university. YU, Yeshiva University, SciSim School of Business, is a place where I can get a duality in my learning and my studying. I can both focus on business and finance, but at the same time, I can also learn and grow in my Yiddishkeit and my Frumkeit. It allows me to not only be a successful business person, but a frum successful business person. And not only that, but a frum successful business person that raises a Bais Nema B'Yisrael.
To my fellow graduates, it's been a privilege and an honor to be with you over the last few years of this journey. It's really been such a wonderful experience.
As we leave Yeshiva University, it's really important to remember that while this is where it all began, it's important to take the experiences that we've had here and apply them to the future, to go out into the world and really make sure that we can use everything that we've learned here to make the world a better place.
Do what you're passionate about, what you're pushed to do, what you want to do, and do it according to the ethics and the morals and the halacha that we've been instilled with. That is success.
Just remember all the challenges that you overcame here. And don't just make a living, make a difference.
I'm excited to do this together and to know that we made connections. People who I did get to connect to and even people who I didn't will always have the common connection of having been in YU together. We can all really make change if we put our heads together. And I don't know, with God's help, hopefully we can carve out an amazing future for the Jewish people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the marshals will now begin lining up graduates for the procession to the stage to receive their diplomas. The diploma ceremony will begin with our undergraduate women, whose names will be read by Mrs. Ilana Reichenberg, Senior Student Life Manager. Then the names of the graduate students and undergraduate men will be read by Dr. Jonathan Schwab, Director of Student Life. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please hold your applause until all the recipients have been presented with their diplomas. Thank you.
Mira, come closer. Regine Ades. Sarah M. Saka. Allison Labatone. Ziva Sada. Helen Ashkenazi. Nanette Shalom. Maya Aronson. Isabel May Adler. Noah Esther Deluya. Lena Rachel Ohayon. Eden El Kayam. Ayala Terreno. Dahlia Levin. Ginger Casson. Alana Gindi. Bar Tarani. Linda Dayan. Lior Morgenstern. Rachel Grunman. Rosie Kalungi. Lily Saktel Ifra. Michelle Moradi. Elaine Moradi. Shani Mizrahi. Sarah Wolfson Tesson. Mili Atri Bayanga. Shael Shokron Cohen. Linda Zakai Alexander. Sharon Atias. Alexis Leibowitz. Gabby Price. Sarah Offenberg. Rafaela Dreyfus. Diana Brazil. Sherelle Miriam Baranes. Madeline Rosso. Shalva Perlman. Ruth Feinberg. Aliza Absam. Yonina Martyr. Inval Radai. Alexandria Cohn. Henya Rosenfeld. Bella Kirschenbaum. Nava Krieger. Adina Bezalel. Lily Sassoon. Tori Diamond. Sarah Eliassian. Roxana Simonian. Emily Cohenbosch. Liel Mizrahi. Lisa DeLuya. Evie Rosenkrantz. Meira Singer. Leora Benson. Jesse Tuckman. Shayna Safier. Chana. Sarala Goldberger. Maya Goldberg. Bella Rudoy. Shoshana Borgen. Sarah Lazinski. Eden Lippy. Esther Nahon. Adina Federer. Shalva Englander. Lee Sawyer. Brady Wyman. Jennifer Shakrova. We're gonna wait for a second. We'll wait. Ready? Emanuela Baruch. Shira Fleischer. Tamar Israel. Ariella Pearl. Mayrav Spira. Michaela Jason. Sydney Teigman. Yona Pressfelder. Tommy Ratsker. Bella Goldsmith. Allison Milstein. Gabriella Rifkin. Kayla Arie. Rebecca Biotnica. Shira Siegler. Sarit Cohen, Megan Solomon, Emma Reich, Gabriella Golshan, Sophia Hammer, Rina Sharbat, Pella Cohen, Tova Robinson, Daniela Glass, Chaviva Myers, Sarah Silverman, Libby Levine, Dina Shiowitz, Deborah Fuchs, Natasha Rosenberg, Leora Friedman, Yakira Tepler, Adira Sheffy, Mindy Benovitz, Sarah Oppenheim, Rebecca Mermelstein, Eliana Siklick, Aliza Walsman, Sarah Drizzen, Gabriella Cohen, Molly Anatofsky, Leah Frankel, Daphna Lentz, Shoshana Pomerantz, Eliana Wapstock, Manucha Ross, Ariel Yarmish,
Fresh out of upbringing.
Daniela Samuels, Sarah Nava Malamed, Zoe Fish, Annie Kamova, Renee Lisbon, Ruthie Feinberg, Talia Faber, Eliana Friedman, Sahar Rachel Import, Leora Silver, Racheli Gian, Tamar Levine, Shoshana Levine, Rivka Inger, Elisheva Weiner, Rebecca Kalvar, Rena Torchiner, Tova Melman, Rebecca Ashley Widroff, Ruthie Kaplowitz, wait 1 second, Gabriella Linfield, okay, good, because I'm gonna love Ilana Rosenblatt, Megan Shields, Leora Taub, Ruthie Seidman, Rachel Whitaker, Ariella Vogel, Becky Waxman, Gila Gershbaum, Hannah Amalia Wasserman, Gila Marcus, Hannah Lewin, Allison Misher, Shira Adler, Hodiah Landau, Rena Feldman, Gwen Kaplan, Eliana Steinberg, Avital Basalel, Ariella Adi, Kayla Frankel, Yakira Taub, Daniela Noah, Leanne Azuai, Lauren Milchman, Brooke Juliana Blum, Talia Sperber, Ariella Schwartz, Talia Laskov, Alyssa Polonetsky, Haley Orgel, Sarah Schwartz, Rebecca Silvera, Tamar Brody, Talia Abrams, Dahlia Albert, Leora Walfish, Talia Halstuck, Haley Rubenstein, Bella Shama, Sylvie Lovich, Raquel Finkelstein, Dossie Meyerfeld, Ariel Melnitsky, Hadassah Greenberg, Yonina Grauer, Michal Englander, Atara Jasser, Eliana Fishman, Lena Luberman, Dara Berger, Valoria Levy, Aliza Kahan, Liat Polinsky. Leora Muscat, Hadassah Weiss, Ariella Klarfeld, Alana Adler, Ayelet Rossman, Gabriella Steinberg, Aliza Buchan, Mayrav Linzer, Yita Kanin, Rivka Kraus, Naomi Klinghoffer, Nava Sturm, Eliana Diamond, Tiferet Weissman, Daniela Weiss, Emily Goldberg, Hannah Mamet, Tikva Epstein, Shoshana Epstein, Dahlia Eichler Franklin, Allison Sky Warren, Noah Abessidian, Sydney Hoffman, Shalheve Cohen, Ali Hodge, Abby Schiffman, Adiel Arshashman, Artabanash, Maya Melul, Hannah Topol, Minnie Schwartz, Dina Fink, Shawnee Ruff, Sarah Grunside, Leba Woodrow, Maya Puro, Ariel Mayer, Meira Strauss, Sophia Puro, Sarah Liederman, Michelle Steiner, Mia Gersberg, Eliana Kamenetsky, Hila Rakhmizada, Noah Maman, Rachel Alezarov, Hannah Goldman, Lior Fatahov, Naomi Rose, Eliana Schwartz, Abigail Koenig, Elizabeth Ginsburg, Talia Rosenzweig, Mia Mordowitz, Leora Yakubzar, Sarah Rosenfeld, Bianca Curtis, Yael Sabo, Michal Meisel, Shoshana Greenblatt, Ashley Van Armagon, Ariel Small Fink, Annabelle Avital, Sherry Shahar, Michaela Malul, Vital Barnes, Hannah Eliyahu, Sabrina Fadida, Gila Levy, Bracha Baumgarten, Ella Earlbaum, Sabra Earlbaum,
Congratulations to the undergraduate women. Now the names of our graduate students. Yael Ivgi, Asher Brooks, Meir Cohen, Jacob Pardilov, Daniel Sermon, Dove Goldman, Victor Jacroix, Leroy Moore Jr., Gladys E. Davis, Daniel Gruber, Eitan Kastner, Julie Yusupov, Joshua Zelig, Stephen Edinger, George Vargas, Tanya White, Dylan Moore-Purgo, Faye Grunblatt Levinson, Pesha Klitenik, Emily Rose Damer, Erin Colleen Jackson, Justin Zamet, Uriel Jonathan Pizer, Ann Short Switcherini, Debbie Mamet, Deborah Rosenberg, Alina Meyer, Caleb Gitlitz. Yisrael Rosner. Ezra Wallach. Ben-Sion Klarfeld. Eliav Saknovitz. Abraham Cohen. Sam Willon. Mark Kuznicki. Eitan Sillo. Ozzy Joseph. Moshe Epstein. Joshua Jerome. Avi Moskowitz. Isaac Abudi. Schneier Friedman. Mendel Solomon. Benjamin Cates. Yoni Katz. David Raviv. Jake Resnick. Ezra Chaim Ratner. Joshua Payman. Ruvain Redlich. Jesse Rosenblum. Ariel Manzano. Yosef Levenberg. Jonathan Krombach. Brandon Zane Melamed. Noah Miller. Ellie Lightman. Yehuda Mazin. Daniel Kooten. Aryeh Kosov. Yitzchak Graf. Yisrael Wiener. Kiki Aroshad. Eitan Shulman. Yosef Axelrod. Shlomo Schwartz. Noah Rossi. Noam Marciano. Ranan Glasshopper. Rafi Nemeth. Rafael Silbiger. Yosef Feld. Josh Wolberg. Itamar Basalel. Joseph Silver. Yitz Emerson. Yosef Scher. Richard Siegel. Joshua Deutsch. Solomon Furfer. Nathan Ben Ezri. Ben Antisovsky. Gabriel Antisovsky. Yitzi Germazian. Yudi Pfeffer. Moshe Lerner. Joshua Bar Elias. Ezriel Perlstein. Jonah Friedman. Daniel Revich. David Reese. Morris Dweck. Yehuda Spivak. Yonatan Spivak. Zachary Srilovich. David Kohanchi. Abraham Linzer. Noam Meyerfeld. Samuel Orenbach. Yaakov Wilner. Mordechai Buchin. Aryeh Teller. Shimon Greengard. Moshe Cornell. Solomon Choina. Ezra Rosenbaum.
Yeah, no, of course.
Eitan Friedman. Gabriel Aharon. Noam Gorfinkel. Dylan Gadanian. Jacob S. Moseri. Joseph Sultan. Ezra Dweck. Moshe Wahlberg. Tani Koenig. Jake Levy. Matthew Nathan. Jacob Cement. Michael Shaulian. Eitan Asayag. David Katan. Michael Panitz. Saul Ezra Kurtz. Shai Cohn. Yosef Chaim Reese. Yoel Jacobson. Moshe Clavin. Aiden Gottfried. Ellie Ibge. Brandon Zuckerman. Jacob Edelstein. Joseph Strobel. Eitan Zieser. Avi Zieser. Joshua Asaraf. Josi Ambra. Jacobo Vanish. Moises Safrani. Ralph Cohn. Aaron Saloveychik. Ruben Melman. DJ Wartelski. Arye Levin Brown. Michael Fishkin. Mordechai Schmerler. Harry Meister. Nathaniel Shapiro. Ari Schlacht. Noam Roth. Daniel Sternthal. Noah Mogioros. Joshua Lando. Eitan Auerbach. Isaac Kraus. Noah Diner. Ariel Greenberg. Tani Lewis. David Levitt. Akiva Rosenthal. Isaac Lowy. Avishai Moskowitz. Ruben Brower. Joshua Zachary Shapiro. Benny Berman. Yoni Kleinman. Charles Kleinman. Isaac Batesh. Joseph Ovadia. Isaac Epner. David Morocco. Donnie Chasen. Joseph Cohn. Eli Hertzfeld. Abe Schoen. Ezra Klausner. Yedidja Blau. Natan Levine. Jakob Schwartz. Yitzhak Stein. Ephraim Jacobson. Eitan Waxman. Yosef Teitelbaum. David Silverman. Avi White. Elianina. Max Ruth. Gabriel Factor. Isaac Namias. David Yagudayev. Bitzalel Cohen. Shalom Hazan. Nathan Hanukai. Abraham Froelich. Rafael Saperstein. Yeshiva College valedictorian Isaac Silverman. Dylan Broder. Azriel Goldberg. Eli Cohen. Avi Polatsky. Jack Shulman Rothschild. Eitan Oliner. Philip Balsam. Joshua Gletner. Jonathan Beer. Ellie Jesselson. Judah Schanzer. Jason Zucker. Gabriel Rosenblatt. Aryeh Goldress. Uri Kruger. Andrew Gruber. Isaac Horowitz. Hayden Samuel Klein. Benjamin Tyler. Ephraim Ness. Aiden Horn. Jake Teller. Ezra Seplowitz. Shlomo Gelman. Samuel Mayer. Sam Shulman. Andrew Rabinowitz. Ruben Azos. Joshua Mintz. Daniel Malinsky. Kobe Kasten. Hillel Golubchik. Michael Mintz. Max Zackheim. Alexander Shevitz. Yosef Nussbaum. Menachem Steinberger. Joshua Pomerantz. Daniel Srolowitz. Ari Needle. Ethan Schefter. Akiva Magder. Oren Newworth. Ruben Sigutkin. Mendy Konofsky. David Abitan. Kellyanne Marty. Alejandro Sol. Lotan Sapir. Jacob Oken. Micah Eisen. Aiden Feinberg. Benny Album. Eric Delitsky. Baruch Kaplan. Jaime Ackerman. Aryeh Abergel. Jonathan Torchman. Jonathan Besser. Eitan Dukas. Akiva Prager. Aaron Teigman. Aaron Katz-Nelson. Jason Aronoff. Ellie Aaron. Ezra Sicklick. Joel Weinstein. Zachary Winters. Jake Rothenberg. Akiva Fight. Ruben Melzer. Joshua Miller. Danielle Becker. Joshua Makovsky. Ezra Muscat. Charles Ralph Aronson Kemp. Nady Bags. Yona Suisa. Jacob Ben Ezra. Nathan Lieberman. Yakov Lipsker. Maxwell Jankelevitz. Joshua Orlean. Sam Weinberg. Shmuel Barg. Sammy Haber. Joseph Sullivan. Daniel Jaffe. Kobe Joshua Goldfeder. Adam Goldfeder. Avi Bernstein. Noah Pasher. Daniel Hirsch. Yakov Jakobowitz. Eliezer Scheinman. David Benamu. Nissan El Dietz. Tuvia Macklin. Sam Bentheim. Ezra Beta. Jonah Spielman. Samuel Pasternak. Charles Gibber. Moishi Rochester. Elijah Sokolov. Kobe Cement. Dobie Fuchs. Ezzy Kalimnik. Yosef Morrison. Yoni Zerman. Aryeh Katz. And Zanvi Lesnoy.
Thank you all for coming to this wonderful celebration. Rabbi Berman, the 94th commencement exercises of Yeshiva University have now concluded. Thank you for coming.
Play the music.
Ira, is this yours?
Will the audience please be seated for the recessional as our stage participants leave? The President, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, our honored guests, deans, senior leadership, and faculty are now leaving the stage. Our graduates will now be assisted to leave Armstrong Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this joyous occasion. Mazel Tov!
We're the believers, chasing visions past the sky. Every step we take is history, building a future where dreams rise. We seek the truth, we seek what's right, with wisdom and fire. Fly, guided by values, ready to rise, shaping tomorrow, reaching the prize. I am YU, the future's in my hands, with the vision, a heart that understands. Every moment we grow and shine, shaping the future, making it mine. I am YU. I am YU. I am YU. I am YU. We're the dreamers. We're the believers, chasing visions past the sky. Every step we take is history, building a future where dreams rise. We seek the truth, we seek what's right, with wisdom and fire. We take flight, guided by that.